Hello students, in this session we will be studying about the structure of a C program, its components and their function at different places. A C program basically has 5 components. First, preprocessor commands are also called preprocessor directives. Second, functions or function call. Third, variables. Now these are of two types, global variables and local variables. Fourth, statements and expressions, and fifth, comments. This is an overview of the C program, of a simple C program. How does it look? On the left hand side, syntax is given. The syntax is as follows. On the first number stands the preprocessor directives. Then comes the declaration of the variable or constants. Then our main function starts. And in the main function, we give all the statements or conditions, whatever is the problem according to the problem statement of the program. The example of the hello world is given on the right hand side. It is a simple program which is generally first program of every C learning student. Now coming to preprocessor directives, these are include, hashtag include, which is used in the sample program, hashtag include stdio.h. Now here stdio stands for standard input and output functions. Some of the frequently used preprocessors are mat.h and conio.h. Mat.h is used when you are using some of the mathematical operations, like when you use the mathematical formulas, the square roots are to be taken, the cube roots are to be taken. At those times, mat.h is the header file which is used along with stdio.h. And conio.h is not always used. It stands for console input and output. Conio.h is used for some very few compilers like the Turbo C or Turbo C++. Moving forward, we go to the functions. Functions are basically building blocks of any C program, because the main that we saw in the sample program, this int main, the main itself is a function. So function is the building block of a C program. Every C program has the main function, mandatory function called main, without which the program cannot be written. If we give the prefix I and p keyword for a program, then the program returns the integer value in return. Means if the program is running successfully, then the value comes 0 or else non-zero. Means if the compiler receives the value 0 from the program, means the program is running okay. And if it has non-zero values, means there is some error in the program and the program cannot be executed. C language provides set of inbuilt functions like the printf and scanf. Printf is used to print anything on the screen, like this program here, the hello world program. Now we have written here main function and then the printf hello world. We will just run the program and see what's the output. So you can see hello world is being printed here. Now coming forward, the scanf. Scanf is used to take input from the user. Now if I insert here, we have declared the variable I, which we will be storing the value in it, and the scanf syntax is scanf. Then the now we are using here integer, so percentage d is used, and we are storing the value in I. That's why and I. We will run the program. So hello world, but the program has not ended yet. So we have to enter a value here. For example, we will enter 1, and now the program ended. Means the value 1 is being stored in the variable I, which is the function of scanf taking input from the user. Now variables. Variables are used to hold numbers. As we saw now, the value 1 was stored in the integer I, that is variable I. It just holded an integer value, the number. Also we can store strings or some complex data for manipulation. Means whatever we want to use in the program, all the data can be stored in the variables with the function scanf. There are two types of variables. First, global variables. That means they can be used in more than one functions. Means we will just declare it once and then it will be used in multiple functions. You will come to know when you will do a bit complex programs, and the second is local variable. These are declared inside the main function at the beginning, and they are used only in that main function. Like here, after main function we declared integer I, means integer I can be used only in this function, not in any other function. Statements and expressions. Statements can be expressions, assignments, function call, or control flow statement. Anything, means anything that the program does is due to statements. Now here, like printf hello world and scanf, these both are also considered as statements. There are various types of input, output, and control statements follow after declaration of variables. That is, after declaring the variable, we have listed all the statements here. Now here there are two statements. First is printf, second is scanf. A C program is basically made up of statements. Without statements, a program cannot exist. Now expressions are nothing but just the combination of constants and variables. For example, if we are putting the value phi in the program, in the constant I, the compiler makes up an expression as I is equals to phi. Like here we did 1. So the compiler made up an expression I is equals to 1. Now what are comments? Comments is something that is ignored by the compiler and which makes reading a program and understanding it much easier and simpler. It starts with the combination of slash asterisk and end with the combination of asterisk slash, like here. My first C program. This is not considered while executing the program as it is in slash and asterisk. One line comment can also be written with two continuous slashes. Like if I want, this is a one line comment, so if I want to write it with the two slashes, I'll simply remove the asterisk and slash and add two slashes. See, my first C program. This is also a command, and oh sorry, this is also a comment, and this is also a comment. A comment can appear anywhere in the program and can span through multiple lines. It is not compulsory or essential that we have to give comment only at the beginning or at the end. We can give it anywhere you want. If now I want to show the function of scanf here, so I will just write a comment here. Okay, the comment is done. Now what is the practical relevance of this structure? Okay, structure is a user-defined data type in C language which allows us to combine data of different types together. Structure can store multiple types of data, like for example, if we want to write a C program, I have been given a task to write a C program to store data of students in a class. That is, I will have to store the student's name, roll number, institution name, branch, and his permanent residential address. So at this time I will require something that can hold integers as well as real values, that is decimal values, and also the strings, because name and address are these alphabetical strings. So in this case, structure will be more helpful as it stores the data in the form of record. Now, have you ever thought about this return 0? Why is this return 0 here? What is the function of return 0? So, as we discussed earlier in the functions, if the main function is prefixed by integer, the program returns the value back. For returning the value, the keyword return 0 is used. Return 0. Why 0? As I talked earlier, if the program is running successfully, it will return the 0 value, and if it is not running, then it will return the non-zero value. If the non-zero value comes back from the program, the compiler does not allow it to compile because there are some errors present. That's why the value is non-zero. So that's why we are writing return 0. If the program is correct, 0 value will be returned and the program will be executed as the results are here. And if the now if, for example, if I remove this semicolon from here and now I run the program, the non-zero value is returned and the build of program is failed because there is an error in the program. Now I will again now I will remove the error, add the semicolon, the build succeeded, zero value returned, and the program ran again. So is return zero compulsory for every program? Have you ever thought so? Why it is so? The answer is no. If we are using int main, then we have to give the return keyword. If we are using void main, there is no need to give any of the return keywords because void keyword for the main function, void itself means empty. Already we are making the function empty, then why is there any need to return the value from the program? So just a simple logic. If we are using void main, no need of return, and if we are using int main, return has to be there for the program to run errorless or not to create any of the problems in future. Even if the program runs without return, it's okay, but it is not mandatory that you will not face problems in future. When you will combine bigger programs, this may create a problem. These are some important notes in the C. C is a case sensitive programming. Now like here the header file include stdio.h. I cannot, since the include I is the first alphabet, I cannot give capital I. If I give capital I, immediately an error comes. See, invalid pre-processing directive. It has to be small because it is the case sensitive language. Everything has its own case and it should be according to its own case preferences. Then C has free form line structure. That is at the end of each statement we have to give the semicolons. The semicolon matters. It indicates the compiler that this line ends here. The compiler will read and read and read, and when it reads the semicolon, it comes to know the line has ended here and then it moves to the next line. Multiple statements can be in one line. For example, the printf and scanf we have written one below another. We can also write them in same line. Now they are in same line. Okay. Still the program is running well. It is not like that we have to give new line to each statement. We can write multiple statements in one line, but it would be more difficult to read the program and understand exactly what the logic has been used in the program. White space are ignored by the compiler, as here, like if between these two statements we are giving space, it doesn't matter, the program will run very fine. There is no any issue in the running of the program. Statements can continue over multiple lines, means like one statement started in first line and it is a very long statement, so it will continue here even in the second line. That's not an issue with it. Okay students, so you have completed the C program structure here, and it is not a very difficult task to learn C programming. If you have interest in learning the programming, just remember the logic, understand the syntax, and boom, you are ready to go to write any program. Thank you.